The first step is going to be to measure 10 millimeters from both sides, but you can change it to 5 if you like. Once you have measured from both sides, then find the center point from those two lines or dots. Then measure 5 millimeters from either side of the center, as I have done here. Then join the thoughts to make deputy. My lines are a bit off, mainly because I didn't join the dots properly, but it looks okay anyways. And if you are using a piece like this one, then you can use a similar technique. First, you'll need to measure your piece to do that. My piece is around 74 millimeters and the thickness is 18 millimeters exactly. You can use the same techniques as the first one. After measuring in 20 millimeters from both sides, I have around 32 to 33 millimeters in the middle section. These smaller gaps are 3 millimeters thick. Now I just need to find the center point to all of these. For this first one I measured 2 millimeters from the center, the second one is 3 millimeters, and the third one is 5. Now all you need to do is get the lines all the way through. Now we are back to our world piece. Yes, I am using the box cutter, but when you are using it, be very careful because it's easy to mess it up. Unlike a flat chisel, it is more difficult to use and it requires a lot of patience. I didn't because I wanted to challenge myself to see if I can do it.
Here's a pro tip: use the material for your markings. It's easier and more accurate.
Now all I need to do is cut this out. As you can see here, I messed it up, but it was kind of intentional because I'm going to show you a way to fix that and make it look even better. But first things first, I need to glue it together. Now that the glue has dried, it's time to make it look nice. The technique I am about to demonstrate helps to hide the imperfections and mistakes. Draw a line around it of any thickness you like. Just don't do more than necessary. I am only doing 1 millimeter. Then follow those lines and cut it out, like what I'm doing here. Just do it on both sides so that it looks like you have done it intentionally. You can call it a design feature and be done with it. Now it can be filled with sawdust. I am using some walnut because it gets a dark brown color once I add the super glue, as you'll see afterwards. Will, you'll have to do a lot of sanding during this process. I supposed that you can call this super glue and sawdust method. I have heard of the super glue and tissue method, but this is the first. Now that it has been sanded down to perfection, all that we have to do now is put a finish on it. I'm going to do a bit more on this, but you can leave it as is. This isn't where I am finished, but you can be if you want, since this is only a practice joint.